And good morning. I am Debbie Stopa, and I am a district sales manager for Avon, and I've worked for this great company now for 28 years. I'm excited today to bring a presentation to you about activating your online sales and gaining new team members for your team, because those are the ways that we're going to earn the great extra money that you may be looking for in 2016. Just a little bit more about myself. I live in Winona, Minnesota, and as I said, I have been a district manager for about 28 years. I've worked with thousands of representatives all over our country, and I'm excited to have an opportunity to help each and every one build their dreams of where they want to be going in this Avon business. So things to keep in mind as we go through the presentation today is you may not be reaching all of your customer potential, and you may not be gaining new team members, and there could be just some very simple things that you can do to make a difference with that. So just to begin, let's start with a reminder that you could be leaving earnings on the table. You might not be getting new team members or customers, and it really could be just because you're not posting all of the information that's available to you and using your website. So that's one thing to keep in mind as we go through our presentation today. The key to building a successful business is really growth. So when you think about what growth means, you're either going to be growing your customers because growth will build your sales, or you're going to build the sales that you sell to each customer, and that will cause growth. So there are two ways to earn and two ways to sell, as we know. You have your personal sales, and then you have your team sales. If you've not yet started your team, you could be missing out on some very easy earnings, and some simple things that you would be able to do is just to make sure that anytime you're posting anywhere and anytime you're talking to people, that you let people know that you are building your own Avon family, your own team, and you post your website, the startavon.com website, so people can see that. You're going to be selling face-to-face to your customers, and we know the customer loves that method of shopping. There's also online with your Avon E-Store, and keep in mind, a lot of people are moving to purchasing online. Your customers may want both. So let's discuss selling, and first, face-to-face. But the question is, are you attracting new customers? And are you doing that face-to-face? And are you doing that through your new e-store? And how do you go about bringing those new customers in? So here are the way that consumers' buying habits have really changed. Customers can find their beauty products everywhere. We know that they can go to the mall. We know that they can go online. They can go into Walmart or their favorite drugstores. Even the supermarket is a place where they have an opportunity to buy. But here's the deal. The total e-tail, or online sales, keeps growing. Internet sales are projected to grow some 15% per year and top $1 trillion globally in 2017. So as an independent Avon representative, how do you get your part in what those sales are? Online beauty is outpacing traditional sales in the US. So that's a thought to keep in mind. A lot of people have often decided that people only purchase beauty in person because they have to ask questions and to try things on. But remember, you can sell because your website, it has an opportunity for them to do a skincare quiz and a makeover right at your website. Thousands of beauty sites are open for business, and more open every single day. Every beauty retailer now has shopping online. So think about, if you wanted to buy something at Target, but you're snowed in and you can't get there today, how are you going to make that purchase? Well, many Americans just log on to Target and they purchase the product, have it delivered right to their home. It really allows competition to take place because we can be everywhere that our retailer can be. We just have to think about retailers. So online influencing offline purchases. Over half of all US retail is influenced by online research and browsing. So consumers want information and they're willing to go out and take a look and do product reviews and comparisons. They even are interested in beauty how-to videos, and that's one of the most often searched items online. So think about your web office and all of the great videos that Avon has put together for you. How can you compete? You can definitely compete. You want to make sure that you take your share of the online customer shopping. In our own internet research, Avon has talked to existing customers, and over 90% said that they would consider buying Avon online. Consumer told us that there are two pain points in shopping with Avon. One is waiting for a delivery, and the other is representative turnover. E-commerce can help mitigate those concerns. When your customer knows that she can shop regardless of what's going on with you, they can still shop with you even though you can't get to them. So think about those times that you may want to go on vacation with your family. Your beauty store stays open 24/7, and it's a great way for you to never lose out on those sales. Also, it's important to think about what your customers' needs are for shopping. Your Avon E-Store provides an important way to introduce new customers to Avon. So here's a thought. When you're out in the public and somebody says, hey, I'd really like an Avon catalog. And you might be thinking to yourself, oh no, I didn't do it. I didn't put that brochure in my purse. I don't have it in the car. Dang. But never fear, because you always have a brochure near. Your website is an Avon brochure. So one of the greatest ways to get your customers' contact information, of course, is to say, oh, let me text that to you right now. And you type in their name as a new contact and their phone number, and you text your website right to them. No more feeling badly that you don't have a brochure along, because you always have a brochure. What you should know is that when a customer registers at your website, once she's registered with you, no matter where she purchases, you're always going to get the earnings. Even if your customer chooses no contact from you, because some customers do want to shop without a representative contacting them, do know you still get those earnings. So make sure that you are open for business and everyone knows. Be in the game. Don't sacrifice a new customer to other online retailers. Face the facts. While many customers love your personal service, which they do, there are others who only shop online and they may want next day delivery. And your e-store offers all of those things. So don't lose another customer who wants to be alone and shop from the privacy of her own home. Make sure every customer knows that they can shop with you all of the time. Avon created promotions for you to help engage customers and to really increase the average order and increase product trial. So making sure that your customers receive those special promotions is another really important part. I was talking with a representative, Yannicka Lundy, and I asked her, because I noticed that she posts this, whatever the daily special is, every day in her Facebook team for her representatives to follow. And I said, so what else do you do with that? She says, Debbie, I send that out via email to each one of my customers. I'll text it to customers. I put it on Facebook. I tweet it. I use Pinterest. I put it on every social media that I have. I'm just consistent about doing that one thing every single day. I just do the same thing. Boom, 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 boom. All those, boom, done, and move on with the next thing I'm going to do for my day. And remember, it always provides second chance or last minute shopping. You know, for the holidays, when our campaign 26 order came in time for the holidays, but campaign 1 didn't, your customers could still shop right up to the last minute on your website. So see, it's valuable to you in causing you those extra sales to come along. Avon online promotions are also your promotions. So make sure that you are promoting them every possible opportunity. There's never such a thing as too much, making sure that people get good buys. So it's important for you to put some thought together for 2016 on a plan that you can execute on a daily basis that only takes a few minutes for you. So here's another way to think about it. When you're getting your traditional orders, here's an example. Let's say that your overall total beauty order or your in-person sales for the campaign are $285. That's the 30% earnings level, and that is an average earnings for you of $85.50. If you are promoting alongside that, your e-store, there's a really great opportunity for you to get other orders. So in this case, the example shows 4 online orders totaling $175. So you can see it's an additional $35. But there's one more thing that Avon does. They take that $120.50 in earnings and they give you an increase because they add your sales to your online sales together to determine your earnings level. So this would bring you to 40% earnings and $149 in total earnings. So your e-store is giving you additional earnings, and it's really important that you partner it alongside with the sales that you do in person. So the other piece of that is making sure that you're getting the additional earnings, because once a customer buys from your e-store, no matter where she goes at Avon, she might go on avon.com to order, but she's linked to you and you will get credit for those sales. Direct delivery customers can select to receive a free brochure. So think about the cost you're spending and what would that save you if your customer was just requesting that brochure and Avon was sending it directly to her house so that you didn't have to deliver it. So providing access to Avon for more customers is really key. So e-promotions spur sales. The competition for beauty customers among retailers and direct seller is stronger than ever before. So what that means is we have to continue to share our site with any new customer anywhere we go. And in order to be able to service those customers and continue to make sure they get the promotions, don't forget, you have to collect complete contact information from every single person that you talk to. And that's one way to make sure that you can go back and add them as a customer onto your own site. So create buzz around Avon and Avon products, and that will also help you to recruit and to sell and grow. When you're posting, it's important to include your both websites wherever you post, your selling website and this website to join. It's just as easy to have somebody you've never met start selling on your team as it is for them to start purchasing from you. You never know when somebody that you've come across would be interested in selling our products. So always be sure to include a little post that said something very simple, like join my Avon family and start something new for 2016. Log on to www.startavon.com and use my reference code, and be sure and you post your reference code along with that. Now here is a very, very important screen. So many people limit themselves to just where they live because they can only deliver brochures just where they live. Will your e-store and your online site for joining Avon really allow you to go through the entire country? So do a test, pick a state, and start doing advertising for both of your websites in that particular site, in that particular state. So choose one either that you've lived in before or that you know has a high population area, and choose some of the buy, sell, and trades or local garage sale sites for those areas. There may be some stay-at-home mom sites, there may be some work-at-home mom states, but really important for you to choose a state and start to target that particular area. So here's something that's real important. You can't give up because you post one time and nothing happens. It's about being consistent, because you'll see Target is consistent. Every week in the Sunday paper, they have a new ad. They are consistent that they post that ad all over the internet. And we have to do the same thing. So here's my motto. Choose a state, choose a period of time that you're going to daily post within that state, regardless of the outcome, and run a test that runs maybe a month long, where you're consistent about placing those advertisements and anything that you can do to promote our products, whether it's, let's say somebody joins your team. They may join your team in Alaska, but go back onto that site and say, welcome, we have a new team member. Would you like to join our team? And what that does is it boosts your post. So it puts it in front of other people to see. Your e-store lets you sell to family and friends far away from home, but it allows you to sell and bring on new team members from anywhere in our country. Don't limit yourself to just your home grounds. Here's what your customers are saying. I love the ease of shopping online, and I'm pleased that I can purchase from my beloved representative, even though I've moved to another area. I like Avon products, and ordering online makes it so much easier. My Avon representative lives an hour and a half or 2 hours from me, and I always feel bad trying to get in touch with her to order. These are actual customer comments from online shopping. Offer anytime access. You can't be available 24 hours a day, but your e-store and your startavon.com website can be. And look at this. Most online purchases are made between 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. So your online customers can place orders while they're enjoying time with their family, when they're on vacation, and while you sleep. So are you taking full advantage of building your team and your business online and across the United States? Let's see what these customers had to say. I love how my Avon representative still gets credit, but I can shop as needed at 3 a.m. We don't really always think about what our customers are doing at 3 a.m., especially if we're sleeping at 3 a.m. And here's another. Love shopping on the Avon site in the comfort of my home, on my own schedule. Usually late at night, my Avon representative, Mary Carmen, still stops by to see me occasionally, and I love to see her too. And again, those are actual customer comments. Be more productive. Your Avon e-store lets customers order whenever they want to. No need for you to schedule a time to meet with them or to travel to take the order. and then come back and submit the order yourself. Direct delivery means that there's less for you to do. So think about that. You don't have to unpack the box, repack the order, deliver the order in person, drive to the customer so that you can make that delivery. So you can win both ways. Don't get me wrong. We are going to sell in person because your great personality and persuasion is going to give you an opportunity to sell to those customers in a way that that personal touch can never be replaced. So your selling to customers in person is really important. But for those who want to buy online or buy occasionally online, or for the people who are new that you've never met, I want you to keep that in mind. Use the extra time for meaningful interaction with your current customers or with your team members. Remember, there's nothing that takes the place of a face-to-face conversation, which is why I love the Zoom meeting we're having today. You may not have an opportunity to do this very often, but what a great way to interact. So cut down on costs. You cut down on your transportation costs because you don't have to drive to the customer. You don't need extra brochures because Avon sends that to them free. They'll also send samples. And again, shipping costs. Emails and social media are free ways of advertising. And your customer can use a credit card, and that eliminates your risk of non-payment. And if a customer doesn't have a credit card, these days, you can get a prepaid credit card at any Walmart, Walgreens, grocery stores. So there's so many opportunities that they can still shop with you online if they want to. Your customer gets it. This is great. I can shop in the privacy of my home at my leisure time. Saves on fuel for my representatives. See, they care about you too. Put your social media to work. Word of mouth is the most trusted kind of messaging or advertising that you can do. So when you've talked to a customer and she's telling you why she loves a product, or you have a product that you love, it's so important that you tell people that you love it and why you do. They want to hear about that. So 84% of consumers worldwide say they trust word of mouth recommendations from their friends and families more trusted than any other source of information. So share what your customers are saying about the products and share what you feel about the products that you're trying to. And then product recommendations is also another really important piece. This is essential in direct selling, whether you're selling face-to-face or whether you're selling in person, making sure that you're doing product recommendations from your customers one to another. Social media like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Pinterest enable you to reach everyone you know with just a mouse click. So think about how you can put that into your schedule. And then don't forget, you have your personal feeling and love for these products. That's what your customers want to hear. They value valued input from you. And you can have it both ways. You can earn by selling in person, and you can earn by selling online at your website. And remember, when you put those two together, it ups the earnings in the end. And again, in social media, there's to-dos in the social media center that Avon created right for you. You can drive e-store traffic just by using the social media center that Avon posts at youravon.com. In every campaign, there are 5 different things that you can use or post, plus a host of other videos, how-tos, and great teaching information. And again, it's just a few clicks away for you and an easy post to social media and even a link so that you can send via email. Make sure your e-store is open for business. These 6 things that you should do right now. Make sure your e-store is open, right? And I know that you can just go to the web office and you can see the little quick link that says that you just click to get it set up just like that. And once you've done that, congratulations, your e-store is ready. Now get started and get your business up and promote it. Simple, fast steps. Number 2, enter your customer list and keep it current. The reason that this is so important is that those automatic emails that Avon sends out, as soon as you've attracted a new customer, let's say that you're going to go out and do an event, or you're just going door to door in a neighborhood or business to business, and you find people that are interested in being serviced by Avon. When you collect their full contact information, name, address, phone number, and their email address, you just come back and list them as a customer, and they will immediately begin receiving the updated e-promotions and be driven to your personal website to buy. You'll receive the earnings from those sales, but think about that. Instead of having to worry every single day about where your promotions are happening, you will know that your customers will be receiving great emails from Avon. And again, it's to build your average order size, to get customers to try new products with you, and to get to them to purchase because now is the time. So they're driving business to your own store. Number 3, take advantage of those automatic campaign promotions and make sure that you send out, if you haven't done so yet, the already designed grand opening forwardable email. It's in the web office under Email Center, forwardable emails. Very easy for you to do. And then make your store your own. You can add your own name and photo. You can also customize the homepage and add your social media connections. And don't forget, always make sure you have a link at your website so that if somebody comes shopping there and they decide that they'd like to join your team, make sure that it's just a click away from the desktop of your homepage. So when you're choosing what you put up there, never forget to put that promotion in place. And remember, it means earnings in your pocket. And then promoting your e-store, reach out to those who may have said no before. It's a good reason to re-engage them. You can promote to everyone and everywhere. And what about that? They can have 24-hour delivery if they want it. And some customers really do want their purchases that quickly. If they're running low on their moisturizer and they haven't signed up for automatic refills on their moisturizer, they could need it in a hurry. Be sure and go mobile. If you haven't downloaded the mobile app, make sure that you do, because you can do your complete business right on your phone, including shopping through the brochure, adding new customers, placing your order right at the website, and sending the promotionals out. This is for your prospects on the go too. You find somebody that is excited about hearing more about Avon, but they happen to be at work. Grab their information and put it in so that you have it kept and safe so you can follow up. So as we come near the end here, I'm going to give you an opportunity to shoot out some questions if you have some. But I think it's so important for you to get your own share of online sales and team members. Post both of your websites wherever you go. startavon.com/your username, or reference code rather, and your reference code is the same thing that you chose for your username with your personal website. Now, let's take it one step further. Put together a plan. Listening to what I have to say today, but not taking action, isn't going to build your sales or move your business forward. But what I have to say is important. Decide that you're going to daily get your e-store out there and your website so that people can join Avon. Decide when is the best time for you personally to do that. Because just like your customers like to shop sometimes at 3 o'clock in the morning, the best time for you to post may be at 6 a.m. because you're an early riser, or it may be at midnight. What's important is that you schedule it so it works easily for you. And know that you can do it alongside anything else you're doing. So if you have your laptop handy and you're sitting enjoying a movie with your family, you can pop on and make a post. Also, another key to remember is that you post and somebody may like or comment on your post. That is showing interest. So it's important for you to go back and either private message or greet that person online at the website, wherever it was. A like shows interest. A comment as well. So that would be like in person, somebody saying, yeah, I'd like a brochure, or yeah, I'd like to join your team. Don't miss out on those opportunities because you don't see them as opportunities. Every single time you hand a brochure out, get customer contact information. Every time you're working with a new customer, ask her for a referral or many referrals. Do you know anybody else that might really enjoy an Avon catalog? Because what you're doing then is you're building a list of prospects. And those prospects, let's say that you have a list of 20 prospects, people who may be interested in getting a brochure. Well, you could send the promotional email instead of email via text. Just text them your website and the special offer that's currently available. Or we might be having a recruit-a-thon, and you might have an opportunity to earn not only the money that you're going to earn from Avon as you build your team, but other great tips, fun things, and surprises from your district sales manager. So as you build a list, that list are your contacts that you can go back to and be a part of so that you can market to them for anything else that you're selling. Well, I just want to take a minute again to thank you for joining this training. Whether you're viewing it in person or whether you're viewing it because we recorded it, you're an important part of our Avon family, and we want to see your business grow. So if you've not yet joined Avon, make sure that you go to www.startavon.com and join today. Have a great Avon day, and thanks for attending.